deal with like hellish nightmares. They were so upset that, oh, it's a game about a guy who cheated. Why? Okay.
Welcome to the confessional. It seems a new lamb has appeared.
Hi.
Who are you?
This is the world of nightmares.
That didn't answer the question.
The super original name.
What? Ridiculous.
But
His expression,
I
like,
want to determine your life
That's the
story.
perfect O face.
So, I'll have you answer my question.
Damn it, what is this?
determine your worth with a series of
Is
questions.
marriage the point where life begins or ends? Hold the
Neither.
rope for the answer
Thank
to
you.
this message.
Why is there not a neither option?
Like, it begins a new chapter in your life, but it doesn't.
Which one?
Your life doesn't begin in.
Because I mean,
This one?
hopefully, looking at the other screen and just watching them off. And, no one knows what we're talking about. Anyway, like the question of does life begin or end at marriage? It's like hopefully you had a life before you even met this person.
And
Like
you will
before
also have a life after you marry that person. Like,
Right, it's the same life, not a new life. You aren't born again through marriage.
it's the same life with something added to it. But
Which
for the
one?
sake of like what this means, I'd go with it begins.
Okay, begin.
So I feel like it ends at life ends at marriage is such a like
That's your choice.
terrible sentiment.
Surprise.
Like
And if that's what you believe, don't get married. Like,
Right,
it's
I
that
think-
simple.
I'd say that like the people who believe life ends at marriage were the people who married
In the real world,
more
wanted to
out
be
of like
dropped.
lust than anything. Like they married, you know, in the heat of the moment, or like a lot of people our age are kind of marrying because it's like it's the next adult thing to do. Like they still don't know how to pay taxes, but it's like, well, I can drink now. Now I need to be in a marriage.
And you get people who like they get married like not even just as a heat of the moment thing, it's just they feel like that's the thing that they should be doing.
Right.
And like I'm pretty okay not being married. And if I get married in the future, cool. I'm like,
Honestly, I'd rather not get married at all. It just seems like so much work. Like,
I don't think, well, I mean, like, I know that, like, in certain ways, a marriage is more work than a relationship, but, like, I feel like there shouldn't be that much of a difference.
well, I mean, it's not the marriage that seems like a lot of work. It's the getting married that seems like a lot of work. Because, I mean, ideally, your marriage would be the same as your relationship in general. Like, it's not that you're doing anything different. It's more you have a ring to kind of validate the marriage. And I feel like that's the stupid thing. Like I feel like if you truly love someone, you really don't need the ring as validation of your love to each other.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
So what's the point of like doing it aside to show other people? Like to me, marriages are for like the family or like, you know, for what the fuck?
You fucked up, guy.
How do you?
Both of you. You.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's why I feel like if I ever were to get married,
Right, I got it.
I would not want a big wedding, and I would like piss off my family by not having a big wedding. But like,
I don't really know, but if you're looking to collect
it'd
a
be
lot
my
of them,
day.
keep
I'd do what I
Your
want with
score
it.
is measured
Right.
as you climb up each new
Because
step.
everyone knows
Use
it's not
these
the
coins to
groom's
turn-
day, it's the
Your
bride's
score is
day.
also viewed. The faster you climb, the more bonus coin. If you want more coin,
That's the thing. It happened like my aunt just got married, and like that was kind of a point of discussion of like, no, it's not their day, it's her day. I don't know how I feel about that sentiment either.
Well, it's. Oh, crap! I gotta do this. Yeah.
if you are crushed by a block,
I'm
watch
gonna
out
die.
for wobbling block.
a little more.
Fuck.
I got it.
pushing the block away.
I got it.
He was in the way. He had to die.
He was in the way. Like, very in the way.
The others here and there.
You mean the other guy?
They're all trying to climb.
They're
This is a
trying to
dog
climb
eat
and
dog
get.
world.
It's.
There's no time
We're
for
not dogs.
And we haven't been courteous.
matter what
There's
pops
no
up.
need for this one.
Like I've murdered like 3 people. They're going to all wake up dead.
Move up against
Don't think they're going to wake up.
Well, God, you sound like my teacher.
Sound like your teacher?
You sound like my teacher.
Are these things you discuss with your teacher?
Once, yes. He asked us like ideally what we would like. What do we think happens after death?
I see you're still alive and
And like no one, like everyone's like, you know, oh, if you're good you go to heaven, if you're bad you go to hell, and that kind of thing. Or like some people were like, you know, you might get reincarnated.
the left side of the screen. Shows you how far.
But I kind of said that like, and I was the only one in the class who like
Stages
didn't
vary
have
in length,
a,
so
one of
combine.
those generic answers, and he like asked me
I got it.
like, what do I think will happen after death? And it's like, well, I don't know. And that's kind of what makes like the idea of death a little bit exciting. Is you don't know what's going to happen. Like, if something continues after you die, great. How do I fucking do this? If something happens after you die, like life continues, or you get reincarnated, or you go to wherever, you know, great. Because I hate for life to just be what this is now, and then be over in an instant. And I don't like the idea of like, I think the idea of heaven is like boring, of like a perfect paradise of all this nice stuff, and
Heathen.
whatever. Oh no. Oh, God. But like, regardless of whatever happens, I'm going to find out when I die.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't want to. Fuck.
Just over here talking, like, just destroying everything.
I don't want to like die just to find out what's gonna happen, or like I don't want to kill myself or anything and find out what's gonna happen after death or whatever. But like, when I die, I'll figure out what's gonna happen. I told him this, and immediately he's like, "Oh, so you're saying that you're expecting to live long enough to figure out what happens after death?"
Right, I got it.
What?
What?
Like he's saying, what he meant by that is basically, by saying when I die, I'll find out if there's something after death. What if there isn't? You won't be alive enough to figure out what happens after death.
Okay.
Like,
I kind of
it
get
kind of
what
makes
he
sense,
meant,
but it was put in such a dumb way. Like he said it like, ha, gotcha. It's like, if there is something, you won't even know about it. It's like, don't be an asshole. Okay. Click. Yes. Okay. Alright. You.
You can do it. You can, like, climb. All the climbing.
Eh,
Go.
I got time.
He's just gonna wait.
You know?
Just stand there until, like, the thing under you falls, and then go up, then wait till the thing under you falls, then go up.
I was tempted to, but like that's not very entertaining.
No, it wouldn't be.
Unless we were fighting. I just realized something.
You survived. Impressive.
You have to fight the boss.
Shit. I think we already established that I'm terrible at this.
And I fail to see your point.
it's you. Looks like you're still alive.
I'm gonna run out of retries before I do it.
Barely.
So that just means that we should save before.
I don't... Listen.
Here, you see everybody else as sheep, but all these sheep, they're really human. There's got to be some reason why we were all brought here.
What reason could there be? Why do we have to suffer like this?
Because
Who
you're all
knows?
cheating bastards.
I do have an idea.
No, unless,
An
like,
idea?
everyone here is kind of
Let's
in the
stop the
same situation
speculation.
of
It's just
Vincent,
going
of,
to
like, they don't
confuse us
even
more.
remember. They're kind of under a
You should
spell.
think of what to do
Right.
next.
Like, I don't think that
I'm hearing
counts as
rumors of
cheating.
something
If
big
you're, like,
coming soon.
put under a spell.
Still, you're really getting the hang of things. There's nothing more I can teach you.
That can't be true. Come on, you gotta have something you can tell me.
It's like there was an episode of Supernatural where there was a ghost who, like, she killed men who cheated. And she had Sam in, like, the Impala, and he was like, you can't kill me, I've never cheated. So she, like, forced him down and, like, force kissed him. Like, now I can kill you. Like, no, that's not...
That's
like,
not how that works.
Crawling around blind.
Like, having someone, like, force kiss
Themselves,
you.
right.
Like, that's not cheating, that's being assaulted. That's,
Right.
like...
Save. There. Now you can die all you want. I mean, at least 4 times.
I
Hey,
found this out
guys.
just now. How high does this reach? We found a landing of sorts here, so we should expect there to be other sets of stairs. Don't tell me we've got to go through this tomorrow, and the day after, and...
And the
Third
next
time's
day,
the charm,
and
right?
the next day,
Don't
and the next day.
you start don't you start with that.
You
We
survived
met
because
before?
of the
I
techniques
don't know.
found, huh?
Just
Teach me something else.
Tell me something.
Let me show you another great technique.
techniques that I've learned 1,000 times before.
This technique
But-
gives you more room to maneuver.
Okay.
Push a block off a ledge with
Just
nothing
why is the
as
sheep
long as the
pushing
edges
it back and pulling it and push?
I'm a
Why?
regular blockologist, huh?
You're so
that's a good
funny.
Allow me to explain pullback. If you climb up and find yourself by creating a stairway as you go down,
Yes, yes, yes.
That's crazy.
Great. You knew that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew.
Anyway, what I'm getting at
See,
is
I was always like, every time they asked me, like, if I knew something that they told me, I'd like always just say, yeah.
rely on my natural
Yeah, I knew.
reporter's instinct.
Because usually I did figure it out.
Right.
Thanks, huh?
Well,
Guess the
it's
trick is
like
to learn as many of them as
it's weird,
possible.
but like in this game, by the time they teach you a technique, you've already been using it like 30 different times before.
Right. Just run.
I found this out just
Ah! It's like his arms, all, like his shoulders are so back when he runs. And then he stands and he's just.
Like he's running like he's about to fall over.
It's that sheep again. I gotta play dead. I'm not a sheep. All the sheep here are really human.
Really?
What?
Really?
I just pushed 2 sheep a little while ago.
That would be horrible to realize. That you've been killing people this whole time.
I mean, but we knew that already, and we've been doing it.
Yeah. But clearly that person has more of a conscience than we do.
it won't go away.
All you'll hear is your own death scream. You can stay here. Even this place will fall eventually.
Vincent. That is like all you'll hear is your own death scream. Like, that's so rude.
Sounded like a threat almost.
What's with all the cubes? I don't understand.
You hear your own death scream because I'm gonna push you.
Please help me.
Just gotta climb. Learn some techniques to get higher.
Techniques? Like what? Oh, come on, teach me. Anything.
Maybe this'll.
Oh God, more techniques.
explain
Techniques.
The tornado sounds like a wrestling move. That's a
It
wrestling.
does.
all over the place.
That's a wrestling sheep. That's what that is.
Move them aside and bring them down like a tornado. Then make a staircase and climb.
Whoa, is that how you climb? Wow, you're amazing. Oh, I think I can go on a
My
little
mind like
longer.
immediately tried to find a song that I could connect with Tornado, but I can't think of one.
Good. Good. Like every song you've shown me for the past like month has been getting stuck in my head.
It's coming right at me.
Efficiency.
Snap out
You
of it.
shut up with
There's
the
nothing
fish.
like that anywhere near you.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh,
That even Vincent's is like, what the fuck, man?
Hey, didn't you shove me just a few minutes ago?
No.
Shove you right now.
You're just some sheep. I'll shove you next time.
I heard that all the
Yeah, you
sheep
can
here
try
are
that.
actually people.
Newsflash. Fuck you. I'm gonna make sure I survive.
Eh. I get it.
It's horrible.
Yeah, what good is having pity going to do you in here? No matter what happens to anyone else.
Yeah. You might live, you might not. Who knows?
Are you the same as me?
I don't remember who like who a lot of these sheep are, like in
Do you know anything?
the real world.
How can I survive?
Really, you only gotta worry about, like...
Climbing?
Like I know the reporter,
Listen, you wanna
and
live,
like there's the one cop guy
that's all you can.
that you meet later.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's right. Gotta stay.
I mean, if they have clothes on in here, they're significant. The rest of them can die. It doesn't matter.
You're all disposable.
Everyone except for the ones with clothes. I mean, and even the ones with clothes, like most of them are disposable.
You'll be answering another of my
You have the
questions.
boxers.
I've had enough of this.
A man's worth can't be measured by a single question.
This is the second question.
I mean, that is true.
Are romance and marriage just annoyances to think about?
Yes. Yes.
Is romance annoying?
Yes.
This is another one. I
Which
don't
one?
agree with either of these responses really. Like
I don't hate it. I mean,
I think it's just a thing. I don't hate it. I
I
don't
love
love
it. Dear God. Well, it's.
I don't know.
I mean, I have my reasons to find it annoying, but like,
Which one?
it is really annoying. I don't hate it. I mean, I
This one?
like romance, but like, it is annoying. It's super annoying.
Eeny meeny miny mo.
I don't know. Which one?
What was the last question?
Does life begin or end at marriage?
This one?
I mean, we have a choice of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's going to, whichever one we start on, it's going to put us on the other one. So, I mean,
Which one?
just wiggle the joystick a bit, and whichever one you stop on, there you go.
This one?
I hate it. It's horrible.
You've made yourself
Romance is the worst. Kids,
I'll answer your
never get
question.
married.
This time,
Never
lost
get
lamb.
girlfriends or boyfriends or any sort of significant others.
Essential. This is the second night, and only the second.
Don't love your pets.
Wait.
Because that's
There's
also
an end to
romance.
this? If I can get to the end.
Don't
I
go
don't
on
have to die?
adventures,
Don't get your hopes
because
up.
that's romance.
You'll never be able to reach the pinnacle.
No
Anyway,
sailing, don't be a pirate.
listen. I hear the sounds
But
of
I
your
wanna
night
be a
terrors
pirate.
approaching.
That,
I wanna join the Straw Hats.
but that's all romance. That's all romance.
I know this is sudden, but here's some trivia about beer, now that you've emptied your mug. Cold beer can be amazing, but do you know the best temperature to enjoy a good brew? When beer gets too cold, the proteins solidify and cloud the beer, and it doesn't form a good head. It does vary by season, brand, and personal taste, but most beers are not recommended to be served at lower than 45 degrees Fahrenheit. That's already very cold. Be wary of bars that freeze their beer. And that was the beer trivia for tonight.